Back here in Frisco, Texas, Texas Legends and South Bay Lakers on a very special night as it is Military Appreciation Night, presented by Swypit, benefiting the Folds of Honor and the American Fallen Soldier Project. With us from Swypit, we have Kevin Hodes. Kevin, you're very closely tied with Military Appreciation Night here for the Legends. You have been for some time. First off, tell us what it means to you to be able to present this night.
Oh my gosh, you know, Ryan, when people have signed up and they've sacrificed everything and giving up their life for the freedom that I have today, because I know my freedom's not free, that is really a special kind of person that's willing to put their life on the line for you and I.
Tonight's one of the Texas Legends flagship nights of the season. It's our Military Appreciation Night presented by Swypit. And tonight's really about recognizing a whole lot of people who have sacrificed a lot for all of us to be able to enjoy things like this game tonight. Every single person in the stands tonight has a family member or a friend of the family who has sacrificed and served our country to protect us, to protect others, to, at the end of the day, make this world a better place. Tonight's about celebrating those who can't be here to celebrate with us.
Gold Star families are and should be the most respected people on the planet. They've just really paid the ultimate sacrifice. It's not just a basketball game, it's not just a night that we're sponsoring, it's actually doing good things and helping others. Hey man, really appreciate you guys for what you're doing and the sacrifices. Let me get back here.
Sir.
Thank you so much.
Tonight we're working with Swypit.com and Kevin Hodes, and I've known Kevin for 12 years now, maybe even longer. And Kevin's a guy who has his heart in the right place. And there's a lot of people in this world, in this community, who talk about wanting to do the right thing. And Kevin's somebody who does the right thing on an everyday basis.
It's more of taking and showing honest respect for the fallen. You know, they truly have sacrificed. And then the families, you know, they sometimes don't get the recognition due to them. So thank you.
Kevin has that vision to make sure, a guy who never served, but he serves in his heart. He's willing to make those sacrifices needed to have this night be so special. Tonight, I will tell you, we are going to do something special we have never done before. It is going to be, I think, a moment where people are going to stop and thinking and realize freedom isn't free. There's a cost to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Phil Taylor. Phil Taylor's been painting portraits of our fallen heroes to bring some closure to our families for 15 years. The organizations that we are partnering with tonight, Folds of Honor and American Fallen Soldiers Project and Phil Taylor, to have that loved one be on a portrait in their home to remember them by, and the impact it can have on those families, and it's second to none.
You hear legends of if you take your photo with the camera or you draw a portrait, you capture their soul. And that's what Phil did. He managed to capture Brian's soul in that portrait. Brian and 5 others of his team were killed the very first morning of this mission. Operation Strong Eagle 3 was supposed to be a 9-day mission. They were supposed to go in, get the second in command for the Taliban, get out. And it's kind of where our story as Gold Star parents picked up right there.
He was always interested in protecting people and security. He loved it, and he would have made a career out of it. And he was good at it. The portrait, it hangs above our fireplace, so when you open our front door, you come down our hallway, and you can see it as soon as you get down the hallway. And it's just like, it's such an incredible honor that they did that for Brian, and it's really like a part of Brian is home. It really is.
Most of these guys, they're not viewable, in the casket. The portrait has reconciliation and restoration capacity for the families. I can do something for them where they can stare at it, in their living room or dining room or wherever they want to put that portrait, where, he or she stares back at the family. It's almost like a coming home moment.
This is his first portrait presentation in more than 2 years. And it's not only emotional for those who we present the portrait to, but I know that it's emotional for Phil as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah lost her dad suddenly in the line of duty on Easter of 1995. So Phil, tell us just a little bit about this portrait.
Sarah, I did the best I could. I think you'll see that beautiful face, the same dimples I see in your face actually right now, to be honest with you. So it's been an honor and a pleasure.
I was 6 years old at the time of my dad's accident. I was the oldest child. My younger brother, Brian, was 4, and I'm so grateful because I do have such distinct memories of obviously my dad and just who he was as a father and just the games we used to play and all that kind of stuff. My dad flew F-15s, and he went out for a routine flight check off the coast of North Carolina where they were practicing formations, and something went wrong and they were forced to eject, and we received that fateful knock at the door the next morning. I was thinking just how bummed and disappointed I was that he would never be here to celebrate another birthday with me, which is so silly, but I guess that's what's important to you when you're 6. It really wasn't until my sophomore year at Auburn that I discovered the Folds of Honor, and I quickly applied for a scholarship and was very fortunate to receive one. And I think even more than that, just to know that there was a group of people at the Folds of Honor who cared about the sacrifice that my dad made, I think meant more to this Gold Star daughter than I could ever put into words. I now work full-time for the Folds of Honor, and it has come full circle, and it's a huge gift and a huge honor and a huge blessing to be able to work for an organization that's given so much to me, and just to come alongside families that have walked a similar path that we once did, and to provide some sense of hope and just encouragement in a really dark time.
Here he is, your father, our hero, Ben Swypit.
We can never make the death of a loved one go away, but we can help heal, and they can be having some sort of comfort seeing their loved one every day, because it's going to be there, that portrait.
I truly appreciate you all for being here. Thank you very much to the Texas Legends and all what you do for us, and of course, Major White.
It's just so much fun to be able to put together something that can be so impactful, so moving. If they didn't sign up, I may not be here today. And that's where my patriotism really lies, of helping the families of the fallen.